Right. I know Mark. It's gonna. Don't have any like.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, quite front down.
our 10-year wedding anniversary. And we're going to the Monday night football game, Packers versus Raiders.
I would like to call to order village board meetings Tuesday, September 5, 6:38. Call the roll, please. Yes, please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I apologize. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Babcock,
Here.
Petty, here, Locke,
Here.
Malaco,
Here.
Simon,
Here.
Wright,
Here.
Gustafson.
Here,
Yes.
item 4, public comment. Is there anyone who wishes to address the board? Either in person or remotely? Anyone? Right. No one wishing to make public comment? Item 5, President's report. I just wanted to briefly say thank you to all of the members of our staff who've been working really hard to make the fall festival come about. Everything from getting all of the residential roads in place at one time, to protecting the roads, to getting the electrical going, answering questions of everyone, organizing everything from the parade. So kudos, a lot of hard work by a lot of people here on the staff. And everyone's invited to participate. And at the end, your old business, Scott, I'll just ask you to give someone some particulars, particularly the people about lining up at the parade, that kind of stuff. Okay, thank you. Item 6, precedents for treasurer's report.
It's me tonight, so tonight we have for general fund expenditures, we have the bills, the expenditures per list of $1,334,590.57. Payroll expenses in the amount of $91,879.35 for total general fund expenditures of $1,426,469.92. This leaves a balance in our general fund right now of $8,495,202. We do have MFT expenditures tonight as well. They mostly are design invoices. They're part of MFT funded projects, Willowbrook Road, Wealth Road, etc. Motor fuel fund expenditures amount to $41,683.75, leaving a total fund balance in the motor fuel tax fund of $1,468,152.67.
Is there a motion to approve the bills? Any questions?
2. I see we're to another $4,200 in the blank. Do you know how many more bills we're gonna get before we get a explanation of where this is going?
We're planning to have them in after Labor Day, so sometime in the next couple of weeks, we'll have them present our board meeting, so the next board meeting or the one after.
I put together a little timeline. I think it was until October.
Oh, October.
I thought it was November.
Let me see.
Okay. Right now, we filed the motion, they filed motions to dismiss, so we're waiting to see the responses to that, so they could come in before they came in and represent it. That's the intention, that's the plan about.
I know we had time about how many more bills are we gonna see, because this would put us about 6,200. We haven't had a single discussion yet.
I would say we would get one monthly. I don't know how much time will be divided. So my understanding is we filed a motion to dismiss entirely, which I think is the standard first step in something like this. They have a certain amount of time to respond to that motion, resubmit their complaint, I believe if need be. Then, of course, we get a chance to respond to their response. And all of that leads to setting a date for a hearing on the motion to dismiss. Is that right, Joe? That'll be the first sort of
Correct,
hearing
yeah.
that is held. The hearing will be on the motion to dismiss.
But I guess there's not an answer to your question right now, but we will have that information from them. We'll have an estimate at least.
Yeah.
When they come and speak with the
Yeah.
board.
So the charges are for preparing for those motions,
Correct.
going through all of the
Preparing them,
documents that
Yep.
have been sent.
Correct.
Obviously, the judge has been assigned and it looks like the hearing is scheduled for October 26th, so we would probably have a closed session, an executive session presentation of the case to date on November 7th.
What's stuck in my mind?
Okay, so then, just for that one bill, I'm gonna not a blank check until we know what's going on. Second one is breakfast for $156. Big breakfast.
It was Senator Chesney, the staff person, Trish Udich from Rockton, Chief Sam Pauli, Scott Sanders, myself.
Go ahead.
It was the day that Chesney did his constituent outreach, a tour of the village, got to talk to them about economic assistance for various diverse issues.
Probably point out their staff said it was probably the most well attended of all the mobile office hours. They're not speaking.
There were some people up here from Roscoe.
Probably a dozen people at least.
I'd say 15.
Yeah, 15.
Any other questions?
I have one. Rock Road companies, how much did we hold back?
For retainage on the application?
Yeah.
5%. Yep, we hit a substantial, they had completed, I believe, all of the paving at that point, so yeah, this is our first application, so we dropped it to 5%, and then they had a good portion of the pay item that had not been, we didn't receive their documentation, tickets, things like that, that we couldn't pay for. So that's the remaining work that has to be paid. So
are all the, one other question. All of the barricades down, the road stone laid,
So the contractor completed the roadstone in the downtown area today. They still have to go to the Sagewood subdivision, and there is some areas that I think they need to touch up, a few driveways, things like that.
They'll have quite a bit of compaction yet to do on.
And the rollers, yep, so they will be working tomorrow. Probably finishing it down.
The rollers.
So they did indicate that they were gonna be going until the rock quarry shut them down, because they know that they're trying to get set up for the fall festival and they're trying to get out of there, so yeah, they're gonna be working tomorrow, hopefully finish that up, and then the Sagewood subdivision. Pavement striping was, I haven't been out there since about 4:30 today, but the pavement striping was pretty close to complete. So our hope is in the next couple of days, the project will be completely closed out and finished.
okay. And then the final payment will be,
I'm hoping as long as we accept everything, so we'll do a final inspection, do a punch list, for anything that the contractor may need to correct. And if they can address everything before the next board meeting, that would be my hope, is to close that out at the next board meeting, but there's still a decent amount of work to be done and paperwork to be done before we can pay out the remainder of the contract, so. But that will be the goal that I'm shooting for.
thanks, Brandon.
Looks to me they did a good job.
They did a pretty good job, yeah. There's a few things just that happens every construction project that come up, but they've been pretty responsive. I can really speak to their subcontractors as well, did a very good job at taking the initiative and They did a lot of good work. We had a lot of change in plans based on some residents who reached out to us and had certain certain issues with the project, but we took it all in stride and they met the timeline that they proposed, which is also great. We're not paving in November like we have in years past. So overall, I'd say it was definitely a successful project.
The communication between you and residents also very good.
Thank you.
Any other questions regarding bills? All right, there was a motion and a second. Call for the vote.
Simon,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Babcock,
Yes.
Petty,
Yes.
Block,
No.
Malco.
Yes, all but the one.
Item 7.1. Well, first I'm going to assume 6.3 year-to-date revenue and expenditures. We looked at that last time.
That's probably a carryover from the previous.
Mark said he'll have one for the next board meeting.
I didn't hear you.
Mark said he'll have one for the next board meeting.
Thank you. 7.1, is there a motion to approve the minutes of the August 15, 2023 board meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Block,
Yes.
Babcock,
Yes.
Petty,
Yes.
Malco,
Yes.
Simon,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Item 8.1. Is there someone who can make a motion to approve resolution 2023 R45, a resolution authorizing entering into an agreement for mosquito management with Clark Environmental Mosquito Management?
For 3 years.
Yes.
So moved.
Second.
Malco,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Simon,
Yes.
Babcock,
Yes.
Block,
Yes.
Petty.
Yes.
Item 8.2, may I have a motion to approve resolution 2023 R46? A resolution approving an agreement with Bear Graham and Associates for the additional design services for the existing agreement over the reconstruction of Willowbrook Road. Remember, there was additional services for 25,000.
So moved.
Second.
Simon,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Block,
Yes.
Malco,
Yes.
Petty,
Yes.
Babcock.
Yes.
8.3, may I have a motion to approve resolution 2023 R47? Approval of an agreement with Bear Graham for additional design services for an existing agreement. This one over the reconstruction of Love Road.
So moved.
Second.
Malco,
Yes.
Block,
Yes.
Babcock,
Yes.
Petty,
Yes.
Simon,
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Item 9.1, would someone please make a motion to suspend the rules so that we can move on this evening? The Porter Park restoration is gratefully moving rather quickly. And it is the desire to be able to purchase the necessary lighting and fans so that they can be installed along with the restoration of the interior.
Can I just clarify to them what I just want to clarify that we had a proposal submitted on this that was really replacing the lighting kind of as it currently exists, and of course updating it. There's big clunky old track lighting right now that will be replaced with a nice matte black, small 2-inch LED fixture, more controllable. Conceptual. Joe understood the degrees. What is
Of
it?
the illumination
Yeah.
and the light.
The temperature setting on them and everything to get the right warmth to the light. However, we are replacing the ceiling of the cabin. It is currently a drywall ceiling, which is not a good surface to use and something that has movement to it like a cabin does over time. It's cracked, it looks bad. So it's going to be a nice new wooden tongue and groove ceiling. And we are not going to put the recessed can lights back in. They really didn't, they just sort of shined across each other. They weren't very effective lighting. So all of the ceiling lighting will now be just the LED black track lighting and the new black kind of industrial ceiling fans, 3 of them. So the proposal was for $12,703. He hasn't updated it yet based upon eliminating the cans, putting tracks in, but he sent me an email thinking he thought it would add about $1,000 overall. So we're probably looking at, 13.7, just ask for a not to exceed 50.
And on the flip side of that, the $3,600 credit that was built into the price
Yes,
of the restoration, so we're just swapping it out. So may I have a motion to suspend the rules?
So moved. Second.
Babcock,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Sima,
Yes.
Petty,
Yes.
Block,
Yes.
Malco.
Yes.
Then may I have a motion to approve resolution 2023 R48, resolution authorizing entering into an agreement with Bayer Lighting to purchase and install lighting at Porter Park Cabin not to exceed 15,000.
So moved. Second.
Sima,
Yes.
Block,
Yes.
Babcock,
Yes.
Petty,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Malco.
Yes.
Again, and 9.2, I would like someone could please make a motion to suspend the rules so that we may approve travel expenses for the IML conference.
and right now I think I'm asking for it just to kind of reserve it. Looking through the program, I think I want to go, if I can get through a checklist of stuff that needs to get done before I go, I will attend.
But it's timely that we approve.
We approve it in
expenditures.
advance, exactly. Thank you. And of course, if anyone else wishes to.
Make a motion to suspend the rules of 9.2. Second.
Sima,
Yes.
Babcock,
Yes.
Petty,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Malco,
Yes.
Block.
Yes.
And will someone kindly make a motion to approve travel expenses for elected officials and staff members for the 2023 IML conference taking place September 21 through 23. Sorry, estimated expenses of $1,200.
Do we know how many people are going?
Probably,
I was gonna say, we're not gonna name them
okay,
as part of this
Tentatively.
motion, that's part of that,
okay,
that change.
okay. An attendee, Scott Sanders, is there anyone else?
I'll bring back stuff.
I won't be able to go with something.
I had intended to, but something's come up. I'm gonna get it.
I make a motion that we approve Scott Sanders go to the Municipal League Annual Conference, September 21st, 23rd. The estimated expenses of $1,200. Second.
Wright,
Yes.
Sima,
Yes.
Petty,
Yes.
Malco,
Yes.
Block,
Yes.
Babcock.
Yes.
Item 10, old business.
I have, something I'd like to bring up again. We used to do planning sessions. Back in the day, I'd like to see us maybe restart that once a month. Bringing village staff in on them too, just so we can get a better plan of the village as a whole, what we want to do in our parks. If we have enough staff in every department, just essentially to sit down and all of us be able to have a conversation. That's based around individual topics each time we have one. So we don't just kind of veer off, like if we're gonna talk about parks, we're only there to talk about parks at that time. Or public works or village.
I respectfully suggest that be quarterly rather than monthly. We're not sure, sure.
Is it in the committee of the whole or is it a village board thing? When does this take place?
It would have, we would just essentially post for a meeting.
Technically a separate meeting, kind of like we did with the training. We used to do them with North Point, just so that, because we kind of want just to be us. This would be a good time to discuss our vision for Main Street without getting a lot of white noise input. It's our time to just discuss amongst ourselves more or less. It's still a meeting, it's still posted, but it's more for us to just, again, share ideas, thoughts, direction we'd like to see with different things.
So well, I'm just concerned, like what will be added on to this time, or will it be a separate day or?
Usually, well, that's what I wanted to bring up, what worked for everyone, essentially, if it quarterly works best. No. It's all up to everyone.
if anybody even wants to do it.
No.
So,
I have a page here and I started working on it last night. This goes back to the strategic plan of 2014 to 2017. That's kind of what we're looking at. Are we updating
Yeah, it's all of that.
that? Yes, and frequency of a report that gives us input on general administration, zoning, village maintenance, public works, capital projects, economic development. What's happening in the police department?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
And like Stacy said, our vision for different projects.
Correct,
So everyone
correct.
can kind of come in, bring their own ideas and.
That once every 3 months, at the quarter, once every 3 months.
It can be whatever we want it to be.
So what
Hopefully
time
not
works?
weekly, that would be good.
You know, to like trustee Babcock, I think brought up at a past meeting about even having a defining vision statement or mission statement. I think one was, we're just bring President Guston was just talking about it in another meeting recently. I think one was crafted at some
Yes.
point. But if anyone can point to it right now, give you $5.
Stacy, when you did this before, was it monthly? And was it at North Point? Is that?
It was monthly and we did a few of them at North Point, yes.
Okay.
It would still be open to the public, it's still a public meeting.
Sure,
So, but it's just a more, instead of being at this table,
Right.
and we were just at the little, sometimes we had pizza or something with it, it was just like a brainstorming thing. I mean,
we did it in
I
the
think
back
it's-
room.
We did it back room when we had. the back room.
Denise from,
We can go anywhere we can
Yeah.
do it, it's just.
I
our
think it's a
meeting.
really good idea. I think that the timing is monthly would be. Too freaky.
We can go by, we can go try, we can
Well,
quarterly.
if it's on the same day, I'm committing to the village meetings, right? So it's difficult for me because I travel during the week. It's on a different day during the week. You know, so it's.
what about Saturday mornings?
Yeah.
That's what I have to give up. If you want to include staff, we're not good. Place that expectation on staff to give up Saturday.
So a Tuesday that is not a meeting Tuesday?
That's what we've done in the past.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
picked a Tuesday in between meetings, so it sort of keeps that rhythm of a Tuesday night. I'll tell you in the past, we've done 4 of them, I think, since I've been here, 2 at Rock Tech, 2 at North Point. And we do post them, and every now and then the media might call and say, what is this? I'm saying, we'll say exactly what trustee Malako just said. This is just sort of a, you know, an opportunity to strategize and think, and then they just respect that and leave you alone. I don't think anyone has ever come to attend any of those. They're a good idea.
I agree.
Polling people individually, starting. Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's a good idea. I just to decide maybe every other month.
Well, how about the day Tuesday?
I'll go with that.
6 o'clock.
But the frequency is still an issue with you. Okay,
I just think monthly would be great.
Mike,
Definitely, I like the idea. Tuesday works.
6 o'clock a good time.
We'll make it 6:01.
It's open. Okay, sure. I'm just trying to make it earlier because I don't want it to go till like midnight, you know, or something.
well, it could even start a little earlier, dinner's included,
Yeah.
5:30. Yes, no,
Well, that soon Stacy's gonna allow us to pay for it.
You let them pay for breakfast.
Mike Simon,
Yeah, you know, travel's the big thing for me, so it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. If it's Tuesday, Tuesday's fine. If I can make it, I'll be there. You know, I'll plan on being there. For consistency, I think every other month would be fine.
yeah, I'm in favor of it. I would go like to get started with a professional to facilitate. Like we've had in the past.
me, I respectfully disagree in this case. I think our first startup one could be just us determining the agenda, general brainstorming as commission, and what it is we want to see so that we could
Well,
give some
who's
direction.
gonna steer those discussions, Scott?
I will, but I don't love it.
I know you don't.
It's,
It can be contentious.
it can be, and it's okay. It's absolutely, it's a time when different opinions come out. Sometimes those opinions have clashed a little bit in the past, and it is an awkward position for me to sit with 7 bosses and try to navigate that process.
Let me ask you a question, Mike. You know, for it's our meeting, why don't we just do a rotation? And if it's a topic that we have, we assign the topic to the person who wants to share that. I mean, I think we need to figure this out. We are adults, have lots of experience. We construct the meeting, somebody takes the agenda for that, if it's once a month. Or whenever we're gonna do it. I think that's the way we should do it. All of us are gonna have an opinion about something. And if we have those strong opinions, we should take the chair and lead it that meeting. And it gives us an opportunity to get to know each other better. So I don't think, with all due respect, Sue, we should, in my opinion, we should lead our own meetings. That's my two
Rotating
cents.
chair is an interesting concept. I
Huh?
suppose a rotating chair is sort of an interesting concept.
Stacy?
I agree to all of it.
Okay.
I'm good with Tuesday, I'm good with 5:30,
Wait, let
I'm
me record that.
good with dinner,
Okay.
and I'm good with the rotating chair. I think that's a great idea. And that's gonna be a little bit like we used to do, so.
I'm all in. I like the bi-monthly, every other month. How we run it, we can determine that. I do like, as far as being a business person, I do like at some point in time, somebody coming in to give us a different insight, different perspective. Some ideas on how to, move that forward, but I think it's a great idea. I'd love to sit down and
Who would take notes? Stephanie? No, somebody's got to see that shit.
Well, do real minutes have to be taken or something like that?
No, but there has to be some sort of
We can record.
log of,
Why can't we record it?
Of course you could.
we could.
And you can summarize. You know, here's the thing. Today, there isn't any reason why you shouldn't record in meetings. Because then you can pay attention to the meeting. Then somebody can else listen to it, capture the critical points. If you sitting taking notes today, you're missing half of the discussion. So
I agree with
we
you.
record it, pop it over to Stephanie, and she types it up. You know, here's the other thing. Today, there's no reason. You record it and have it transcribed, and everybody gets a copy of it. You know, the transcriptions cost almost nothing.
I don't know if you'd want to take. Recording.
When we walk away, we're gonna forget a lot of what was said.
That's why
Notes or whatever.
recording is simple. I mean, everybody here has got a phone, put it on the desk right now, we can record it.
I'll try to put together a summary at the end.
How long do these meetings go typically, Faith? Are these-
Hours.
Well, that's the.
Well, maybe 2
About 2
hours.
hours.
We'll
I
have
would
to
say
set-
2 hours max. We
We'll have to
set
set
it
that time
at,
limit.
because after so many hours, everyone gets distracted and they wanna go home.
Usually ends up with, at past meetings, I've stood at, we get the easel and the big huge Post-it note sheets, and if we're brainstorming something, we throw a bunch of stuff up there. We've done things where we have people write out, whatever the topic may be, write out thoughts on Post-it notes and then put those up and around.
Good.
And I suppose we can just feel our way through it and see how the first one goes. And
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
put together some bullet point summaries at the end and take some pictures of the, if we even, on a Post-it note board, we just sort of take a picture and put that right into the report.
We should come up with some topics. My first topic would be Main Street, because we've started spending money for that. We need to have our vision, this board's vision of what Main Street looks like. So that we can start
Yes.
that, and then we can do comprehensive planning and departments and stuff like you have. And I do agree, when we get like the comprehensive plan, maybe we need somebody to come help guide those a little bit. Some of the meetings we can do, some of the meetings it wouldn't hurt to have some other input on. Sometimes we've gotten some really good feedback from Cindy and others, so.
Stacy, if you're buying me dinner, I'll be more than happy.
I
Let's
think I still have a credit card.
Okay, so what did we decide
hold
here?
on.
We decided Tuesday night, 6:05, dinner,
6:01, I think.
or 6:01.
5:30.
5:30,
Yeah, it was 5:30 if we're doing dinner.
5:30.
Do we start this on September 26th?
I would suggest October.
That's October 10th.
October 10th? I like that.
so many things aren't coming due at this one time. You know, organize for this, I think a little more time to do it.
And who is going to facilitate the first meeting?
Well, let's first decide where. Here or somewhere else, here.
Is that our,
Why not?
Well, the first topic will be Main Street.
I'll be happy.
Okay, thank you. Main Street.
I'll make that much.
William Babcock, Main Street.
Our host. Unless anybody objects. I mean, if they have else got their hand up.
Guide us.
2 hours.
5:30?
5:30. Main Street.
And I don't think, too, I'm bringing staff up, I don't think they need to be at every one. Just like if we're specifically talking about public works, or
Engineering
something,
needs-
obviously.
But Main Street, I would want an engineer there.
Or like if we're talking about Village Hall, Asbury, Village Hall, needs to go. Stuff like that, I don't think they need to waste, use their time every single time.
Perfect.
Except for Scott. Yeah, Scott, unfortunately, sorry.
And then Scott types up the notes.
Yeah, they're on vacation, I think we'll be.
Anyone have any food allergies? That we need to do?
I'll forget anyway, it doesn't matter, so.
Anything else under old business?
Who's walking in the parade? Which you know
Oh,
that,
sure, yeah, the parade is Sunday morning, starts at 11. We will try to gather and line up about 20-30 minutes before that. We will have a stage set up right up front, once this year again, County Board Chairman Joe Shirelli and his assistant Karen Elliott will act as master of ceremonies for the parade. They will announce as people go by. The Lions Club has provided us with a short description of the parade participants as they go by, so a little cheat sheet for Chairman Joe. I have to remember to put a canopy up for them this year. 2 years ago, so they baked in the sun. I have one at home I can bring. But we walk towards the front of the parade, the village officials, some staff, whoever wants to. Who is able and interested to participate. Sunday morning. Hold on.
You sign me up.
Beat your car.
William
riding?
Babcock,
You're riding?
no, Sue, will you?
No, have been experiencing vertigo and I'm not.
You're not going to? You don't want to ride?
You said yes, sir. Michael, you said yes.
Oh, yeah.
You're riding, Carol?
Ride or walk? I was planning on walking.
Generally, well, we don't need my car. I thought we were gonna put you on a
No,
convertible.
it's not going to do the queen wave.
You
No.
can-
It's like
I'm
this.
just saying.
they get
No.
rotated.
Justin, you had?
Not good.
Yeah, me and my family.
Yes.
So, yes, I'll walk.
So are we gonna use the truck and put the candy in the truck? To dispense from? Someone drives the truck, or
Yeah, bags. Everybody has to use bag.
you can't make this whole parade route with one bag of candy. There's no way.
It changed in 2021.
How do you normally do it?
Usually a car that holds the extra.
The extra.
I'll be happy to drive a car
Okay,
if we need a car.
you're the candy car.
I don't know that we have enough candy for multiple bags at this point. What we've done in the past is have a lead vehicle with an open trunk or open back of some kind, and then packed up a dozen to 15 bags of
Yeah.
candy, and people would throw them out when they empty.
Yeah.
I think I pulled them in a wagon one year, like
Yeah.
this little red wagon with extra bags of candy.
That'll work. I'll drive the car.
Do we have the magnetic signs, or we lost all those?
We have lots of them.
It won't work on my car. It's aluminum.
Okay, well, I don't know what you're driving, yeah.
Not Ferris.
What are we driving?
The DeLorean.
He's driving the DeLorean, the stainless steel.
No,
And it sounds like we need more candy. Do we have enough?
We have enough candy if we are. You can't throw it out in mega handfuls every 2 feet because it won't last.
How much did we buy? That'll tell me.
We bought $1,000 worth of candy, but
What?
it's split between, is it not,
I only saw
Halloween
300 in
and
bills.
this. Hmm?
I always saw 300 bills, so
Was that just the candy?
Yeah. Well, no, there's more coming, more bills coming, but we did not spend that much this year.
How much did we spend?
$350.
That's not enough. We used to spend 600, and that was back in 07.
Well,
And is police and fire
Yeah, last
walking
year
in
we
this?
spent 8.
Police and fire is walking in it. They're gonna need some.
This
I
is
should tell me what to do and I'll do it.
I'm not arguing one way or another.
well,
It
it's-
wasn't an issue when I bought it. We didn't really buy it. We used to spend $600. I mean, a one-time event for the village.
well, everybody else is throwing out candy too. How much do you want to litter the street with candy?
I wanna make it from Bridge Street to the end and not have little kids standing there with their bag going, you didn't get no candy.
Yeah, they will, because how many people are in the parade? So many of them.
Okay, so
And
it's the
it's-
board's decision. Are we deciding we're only spending $300, guys and gals? Are we spending what we know?
Is the police department, are you guys?
We ran out every year I've been a part of it.
I
You don't
have,
really
Have to.
throw candy, do you?
No.
You don't have to want.
I thought you did it.
We're just, all of,
It would buy her own.
yeah, we're just in the lead, if you get excess candy, you have excess candy, it doesn't go bad, you know, I mean, keep it for
Halloween event.
You know, I mean, other
You
stuff.
use it
is
for
going
Christmas.
bad.
That's right, you're not gonna go bad. I still had that candy gave me from last year.
Okay, if we spent 300,
Then bring it
I
down.
have extra candy for the Halloween event. If you guys need it, you can use it. I'll just get more candy for the Halloween event.
There you go.
so
There's
another
plenty.
300,
I don't know how much I'll spend, but there's a plenty back there. So there's bags in the trustee office. If you guys want the extra, it's back there. I'll put it in the trustee office. Whatever you guys want me to do, just tell me.
Can't we use this candy here, use this for this, and then we're just at the next meeting, okay, candy for Halloween?
Yeah.
We can just buy
that's-
more.
Yeah,
It's probably well within Scott's spending and Harold's spending expenditures to buy it anyways.
it's there if you need it.
Okay,
There you go.
it needs to be around $600 worth of
yes, yeah,
candy and we're good.
Yeah.
Okay,
and it's not chocolate, right? See, none of this is chocolate.
Does it melt? Everyone.
no, it need to be hot.
When I bought chocolate, then everyone's like, it's too hot and it's melting in my hands.
Does it have Tootsie Rolls?
What?
No Tootsie Rolls?
Oh, that's not chocolate.
Okay, I don't know what it is. That's rubber. I don't know what it is either.
Flavors.
I have had to throw a Tootsie Roll stick to the clown.
So we have a car, we have a driver, we know who's coming, and we have plenty of candy.
Yes.
Well, I don't know, trustee Steimer, are you coming?
No, I have an engagement that day.
And then trustee Babcock is with vehicle perhaps. Okay.
Go Bears.
Unless it's raining.
Don't even say, it. We had to cancel last year's.
We did.
It was.
Last year's
it
was storm, it was thunderstorm.
It was pouring.
Awful.
It said 16% when I looked earlier.
Exactly, Halloween.
Yeah.
That was devastating.
Okay, so we line up at 10:30 here.
Yeah.
The
And,
Bridge Street, corner bridge.
and the surplus candy is going to be where?
I'll give it
Back
to,
of your car? The bags or somewhere else?
No, in the back of the car.
Okay,
So you'll come here and pick it up?
Cool. In the morning. Before. What time do we need to be here?
10:30.
We need to, we should be down there around 10:30.
Okay.
Just let everybody know, Main Street closes at 10:15, just so. Everybody knows. 10 o'clock.
be here.
I will be parked in the police department parked. Well, no, I don't, never mind, I'm not involved in candy.
So I pick up the candy.
I used to bag it up in my house, but
Maybe I should just get it the night before.
there you go.
There you go.
Lock it up.
Logistics.
there's a lot.
Somebody steal your car with all that candy. Oh,
I guess I wouldn't be here with the car.
Unless you want to swing by tomorrow, it can, it's heavy and there's a lot. Troy can help, or one of his guys can
Well,
help
we
bring
got
it
to-
up to your car.
If there's.
Like, how many pounds are we talking?
We need a trim.
Maybe we should grab the truck.
I mean. Yeah, maybe, I mean, how much are we talking about? You know, it is a convertible, it's not a pickup truck.
It's heavy. I mean, those boxes.
It's fine, you're
It's-
okay. You're not gonna be doing a wheelie down the road.
300 dum-dums weighs a lot.
It's on hand trucks back there.
Well, let me take a look
That's why
at,
that's why we.
take a look at how much the volume is, make sure we can offset it in the truck.
Okay. Any other
If
old
not-
business?
I have something else, when we do this, whatever you wanna call it. Our meeting on the 28th. Right?
Meeting.
No, instead of October.
Oh, I'm sorry,
October 10?
October 10th,
Planning meeting?
Yeah.
planning meeting, okay. Planning meeting on the 10th. I just got meeting at Village Hall. Can we make sure that we buy our dinner in a Roscoe facility? You know,
I think that'd be great. Main Street Meats or something like that.
yeah. Thank you.
Any other old business?
Like to see that.
Okay, 11, public comment. Is there any public comment? Yes.
Yeah, just for clarification on your planning meeting.
Oh, please state your name for the record.
Oh.
Thank you.
Dane Mead. Just for clarification, the meeting's open to the public?
Yes.
Is that including the dinner?
Sure.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to get sure.
Slice of pizza.
Yeah.
It's going to be red.
That's it.
Yes.
How much are you gonna spend on the pizza for the dinner for the trustees versus the candy?
It's probably a 1 to 1,000 ratio.
We just have the candy, leftover candy.
If we can wine and dine a senator for $150, we can buy it for $100 a can.
It wasn't whining in the dining.
It was brunch, okay,
It was.
mimosas then.
Carol brought her own wine.
At night. Any other public comment? Okay, no need for executive session. Is there a motion to adjourn?
When are we gonna go into executive session for land? developments?
Next week.
Okay, in 2 weeks, we're gonna talk about land developments.
Can also be part of our planning conversation too.
That's really where it should. Let's just.
In the planning
Main Street.
conversation.
Yeah. Do it at the.
October 10th.
On October 10th. We're talking about Main Street.
Right.
You know, I'd just like to know where things are at from our last executive session.
As in there was a.
Okay. The board approved the purchase at the last meeting. That's the only one on the meeting.
Right, okay, there was a closing.
I didn't hear, Scott, what was that happening when we were second in line on that house?
It was purchased by the original offer.
Going to become.
To their surprise,
Yeah,
but they thought. That offer was contingent upon inspection, and they didn't expect the offer to stand after.
No
inspection,
kidding,
But it
yeah.
did, so it's,
Is that the roofing company?
yeah, I think so.
Well.
You know what the price was?
No, sir.
We know what it.
Motion
I-
to.
A motion. A motion.
Second, third.
All in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Committee, no, I didn't. I saw that. Stan Hedley, and he's not very role.
No more.
You know,
Nobody knew about it.